me... He didn't disrespect David De Gea. The club did. Erik Ten Hag didn't. Erik Ten Hag has looked at the goalkeeper, thought he's made too many mistakes. He's not part of my future plan, so he's replaced him, okay? Pep Guardiola did exactly the same. Not on one occasion, on 2 occasions. Got rid of Joe Hart and Bravo, okay? I don't like the way the club handled his departure from the club. That was wrong, but that's not Erik Ten Hag's fault. With regards to Harry Maguire ruining Harry Maguire's career, he didn't ruin it. Harry Maguire is responsible for his own form. He's made, again, too many mistakes. He's been responsible for too many goals conceded. And another reason as to why the manager thinks he's not good enough to start. He has improved Manchester United tenfold since he's come in. His first season, third, as you heard Aid say there. He won the League Cup as well. There are problems at United. That's, you can't argue with that. But I think those problems are getting smaller and smaller. And you look at the yardstick, you mentioned Man City, the gap between City and everyone else is giant anyway. So it's so hard.
Do you remember when we had that discussion last year and you said that Manchester United were just behind City? And I said they were 5 years away.
Yeah, I was winding up. No, I was miles off. But realistically, what's the most he could have done last season? Realistically. And it would have been top 4 and a trophy. So box ticked, right?
I'll give you that.
He's bought a new striker in who's not fit, right? And because of that, that's disrupted the starting 11. So Marcus Rashford, I would do Marcus Rashford now playing down the middle and so on. But United as a unit looks stronger, okay? The Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes thing, okay, yeah, that, at the moment that's up in the air, but that's probably because Jadon Sancho and Anthony aren't playing to the best of their abilities. But we are 2 games in. United are in a better position after 2 than they were after 2 last season.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just a kind of small sample size.
But we can only mark them out of the 2 so far, right?
Yeah, look, listen, I think Ten Hag's done an okay job. He's won a cup and he's finishing the top 4, which is probably what Manchester United fans would have liked. I think Aid's got a point on certain situations. I think the whole...
What?
Well, I think you look at some of the recruitment. I think Anthony, €95 million been...
Why are you working in euros all the time?
That's the thing. Appalling. Like, appalling. What I will say...
He's been appalling.
How is he not?
He's not lived up to £95 million.
He's been appalling.
Okay, carry on anyway.
For him, Jadon Sancho, and to be fair to him, he gave Jadon Sancho every opportunity to succeed. He sent him away, put him, can't get the best out of him, can't get him going. You look at the Mason Mount situation. Did you really need him? I know he's a good player, but did Manchester United really need him? No. So when I'm looking through his squad,
hold on. If we don't take Mason Mount and Bruno gets injured, who replaces Bruno?
We go fast. You get someone else. I'm not quite sure.
It's a squad game, right? You've just bought 2 goals. You've got 2 number 1s.
Exactly.
We've got 2 number 10s, and it's like, what are you doing, bringing Mason Mount in?
You've got 2 number 10s and 1 number 9, which is...
No, I'm just saying, but it's all about depth, right?
It is about depth, but I'm then looking at who's he improved. Well, I look at Wan-Bissaka. He's probably the only one I could think of that I've gone, do you know what? He's got better.
Oh, Rashford last year was unbelievable.
Okay, but Rashford again this year.
2 games, he's played out of position. Hold on. If you're going to have a pop at Erik Ten Hag about the lack of form from Maguire and David De Gea, then you, at the same time, you have to pat him on the back if you're getting the best we've ever seen out of Marcus Rashford.
I get that for a period. Before the World Cup was okay. Had that he's responsible for... Had an initial period after the World Cup where he was probably the best player in England. Right. But best player in England. But then after that, he's almost reverted back to the form at the start of the season.
Because he's playing out of position. The best form you've ever seen from Marcus Rashford was last season.
Yeah, that small sample size, yeah.
Who was the manager?
I get that. But what my point is...
Has he made him better?
What, so you're telling me that...
No,
okay, you look at Maguire's form under Ollie. Is Ollie getting the best out of the players more than Erik is?
No, of course he's not.
Well, how can you say that? Because you finished second under Ollie, didn't lose a game away from home. Under Erik Ten Hag, you're getting beat 7s and 4s and 3s away from home. So are you in a better place?
Do you want these trainers back?
No, but answer that question.
We are in a better place.
But how? Ollie finished second, you didn't lose a game away from home, you were solid, you were a good squad. Under Erik, you're getting beat 7 by Liverpool, 4 by Brentford, 3 by Brentford.
Was it second under Ollie? Second under Jose?
Second under Ollie. Yeah, second.
All right. Okay.
7th. So are you? I know you won a cup.
Do you think we're better now?
I think your league position is false. Last season 4th because Chelsea third because I think Liverpool were off it. So if they would have been better.
What's it false? What about your league position? Is that false?
You could say that, but we did what we needed to do.
Okay.
But my point is,
bottle it.
I like Erik Ten Hag. I think he's a good manager. But I do think some people have tried to elevate him maybe a little bit more than he is.
Give him time. He's been there just over a year. He's got 3rd and a trophy. Imagine if we improve on that this season.
So you're telling me that he could have done any better than he's done already?
Yeah, last year couldn't have done any better.
So the beatings that you lot took last year, he couldn't have done anything about that?
It's all part of the game. Okay. 1-0 and 7-0, you still don't get 3 points. I can't fault Erik Ten Hag so far.
See, I think that's a real... Like, Arteta finished second, And you hammering him.
How many years has Arteta been there?
Yeah, okay, but he won a cup in his first year.
Yeah. Oh, come on, that's a little bit harsh. He got there like quarter-final stage.
We still have to beat City and Chelsea.
Yeah, it's 2 games. Could Erik Ten Hag have done any better in his time so far?
But one question.
No,
but you say I can't write him off 2 hours.
Just answer that.
You've written off Havertz after 2 games.
No, I Havertz after I saw his entire Chelsea career.
Yeah, but okay, Rashford. You're talking about one. He's been at his club his whole life. You're talking about one small period.
Has Erik Ten Hag in his time? Could he have done any better so far?
Yes.
What would that have been?
Some of the performances that you've got.
No, I'm talking about overall. Since he's been there.
Some of the performances.
What do you mark Ten Hag out of 10 so far?
6.5.
Okay, what's an 8? What would the end of season have been for an 8 out of 10?
Closer to like Arsenal and City and that. Yeah, a bit closer.
So what? 12 points, 14 points, not close enough.
14 points
from City.
Yeah, so you've got to get closer.
You'll get a bit closer. 03717223344. Erik Ten Hag. Are you having him or not?
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.